it's Brian from the Guitar Factory OC.com and Dottie, who's always at my feet when I'm teaching you guys. And today I'm going to show you how to play Night Moves by Bob Seger, a really fun one that I put together for you to be beginner friendly. So if you're new to guitar, you could still play this song. It's going to be great for your rhythm and strumming and great to sing and play along to. So grab your guitar, get a capo and a cup of coffee, and let's jump into this song. And as always with my videos, I've included a free PDF downloadable cheat sheet of this song, so you got the chords and lyrics. Just go in the description below, click that link, and you'll be able to print or save your copy. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and do a hammer on for me by hammering on that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, so put the capo on fret number 1. That's gonna match the same key as the actual recording. If you don't have a capo, you can play without one and just do the G chord where it normally lies and it'll be fine, just be a little bit lower. But we're gonna do this intro, which is the same as the verse. This is the key part of the song. When you get this, you're gonna be doing basically 60% of the song with this pattern. So let me play it for you. I know we all know it, but here's how it goes, and then I'll break down exactly how to play it. All right, we know that iconic intro, such a cool riff, just 3 chords, but all about where it's placed in time makes it super interesting. So first thing is, let's get these 3 chords figured, how we're gonna put our fingers down, and then I'll show you the strumming. So it's a G chord we're gonna start with. And it's a 3-finger G, but it's not the shape you might have learned already like this. We do it with alternate fingers. We use our ring finger to start it there on the 3rd fret, and then our second finger, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and then the pinky way at the end on the high E 3rd fret. By the way, I'm numbering these from the capo down, so this is 1, 2, 3. The capo is basically open now at this point. So that's the G we want to use. The second chord we're going to use is the F. And don't worry about doing that bar version of the F. Keep your pinky down and just get the first 3 notes of the F there, which is going to be the 3rd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G, and then the pointer finger on the B. All right, and if you happen to hit the pinky by strumming, it's not going to damage the chord. I think it's great to keep the pinky anchored for all 3 of these chords, actually. It'll make your transitions much smoother. So G, that F. You want to try to avoid the high E with that pinky. If you happen to strike it, like I said, it's not going to damage it, but I usually hit just those 3 strings. And then the C, which we could still keep the pinky down for. So you can play all 5 strings at the end there with your C chord, just adding the pinky. So it's a really easy version of putting those 3 chords together with it. That's all we need to do this whole entire beginning riff. Now let me show you the strumming for this. All right, so essentially how to think about this is we want a G chord strumming pattern and then a pivot riff that I'll show you into a C chord strumming pattern. So just think about it as 2 chords we're trying to go to, G and C, but pivoting this cool move in between. So let's talk about the G strumming pattern first. It's just gonna be down, up, down, up, down. That's it. And you might be hearing a little bit of a rhythmic click on there, a percussive click. And all I'm doing is I'm hitting the pick and my palm together to make no sound, but just the strings having this little snap or hit that makes it sound pretty cool in between. You don't have to do that, but if you do, right before those up downs, it brings in the right groove and just sounds cool. It makes it sound like a drum beat almost. Up, down, up, down. Okay, once we make it past that, we gotta pivot. So the way to pivot off the G to get to the C, just do 1 G up, 1 F up, and then an up, down for the C. That's our pivot to get to the C. Let me show you how it flows. Down, up, down, up, down, up, F, up, down. And now we're into the C land right there with it. That's how we get there with it. It's just a up with a G, up with an F, and then a down up, an up down with the C, and now we're in the C. Being that we're in the C, we're gonna do the same thing. We're just doing 3 sets of up down. And then to pivot back, we're gonna do the same idea, and up with the C, up with an F, and then the G gets the up down, and we're back into G. Just going back and forth. So G, down, up, down, up, down, up, F, C, down, up, down. Hey, if strumming and rhythm is still a challenge for you, I put together a brand new course with you in mind. It's called Strum Strong, and it's designed to help you find your groove and learn how to play good rhythm guitar. And it's a whole video course that even has a little picture-in-picture of my foot tapping along and jamming so you could feel like you're grooving right with me. It also comes with a 16-page PDF handout so you can practice anytime you want. If you head over to the GuitarFactoryOC.com, you'll see Strum Strong along with a lot of other courses that you can be able to take to be a well-rounded, better player today. So the course is very similar. We're going to use a couple new chords, E minor, nice easy one, and a D shows up, and then a C. And that's how we're going to break down this whole chorus when he's singing, working on the night moves. So it's essentially kind of like that verse thing where we want to play an E minor for a measure and we want to play a C for a measure, but he uses the D for this little transition. That's the way to think about it. Let me play it for you so you can kind of feel the flow of it, and then I'll break it down for you. So what we're doing there is we're doing the E minor with a down, down, up, down. And then the next up, we're gonna come to a D. This is the pivot with an up, down, up. Up, down, up. And then here's that chord we wanted to pivot to, the C. And we're gonna repeat what we did with the G chord. Down, down, up, down. And pivot again on that up to the D to come back to the E minor. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up to the C. Down, down, up, down. Do that D thing again. Up, down, up. And that's how we're pivoting back and forth. E minor, pivot, C, pivot. All right, as things head into the back half of the song, everything slows down and becomes really free form, where he just kind of strums one chord and kind of speaks and tells that story over it. So it's all the same chords we already know, and it's one strum apiece, E minor and G, ones we've already used, but there is one special one that you gotta hit to make this part really come alive. And it's the C major 7/G. Oh my gosh, that sounds really complicated, but it's not bad at all, trust me. What we're gonna do with this chord, it sounds like this, by the way. It's that real Bob Seger, woke up to the sound of thunder. Okay, so it's got almost like a jazzy quality to it. What it is, we're gonna be using our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, almost like we're starting a G chord. Then we're gonna put our ring finger right behind it on the A string 3rd fret. And then the pointer finger on the D string 2nd fret. That's all we need. And if you strum all 6 strings, it's got that really cool sound that he's playing in that bridge. And all he does is go from a G, woke up to the sound of thunder, and that C major 7/G, and just goes back and forth. And you can really just kind of do it at your own pace to be able to play that section. And remember, relax, tell the story, let those chords sing for themselves.